Hello everybody. So, judging by the title, you probably know where this is going. So, autistic people are a streamer's best friend. And you're probably thinking, why? Well, first of all, you know those neurodivergents, yeah, they show up for a stream or two. Every once in a while. Yeah, maybe there's some fair weather fans, but you know what you can really count on? The autists. We will show up every time. Now, some of us are a little weird and need to control ourselves and not be so fucking creepy about it, but you know what? We show up. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Pay taxes? I mean, according to RFK Jr., we basically just drool on the floor all day, just stare at the fucking screen like, huh? And by the way, this is not to insult people that are, you know, that struggle to function. Like, it's not their fault that they function that way, but the point I'm trying to make is it's not everybody. You know, not everybody functions the same. People are different. I, for one, do not function at the same rate as someone who, you know, struggles more than I do. Now, I don't make fun of them. Like I said, you know, they didn't ask for this. You know, they were born differently. They were born with more struggles. They were born with more challenges, and they should be treated like human beings with respect and dignity, you know? But it's frustrating because not all of us function at the same level, and it's ridiculous to view it that way. But we know why they view it that way. They view it that way because they need to make the narrative that vaccine's bad because vaccines causes horrible disease that debilitates and ruins all the people's lives who have it. And no, it doesn't. It ruins some people's lives, and that's very unfortunate, but it's not, you know, everyone. And also, we don't even know if it causes autism. Like, we've had vaccines forever. We've had the polio vaccine, the whooping cough vaccine, and those have been great. Now people don't get polio and whooping cough, you know? Which, from my understanding, were pretty fucking debilitating diseases, or, you know, led to outright death. So, like, I just don't get it. You know, we can't prove that they cause autism, and yet we're just like, no, we gotta get rid of them. It's like, well, there's so many autistic people. Okay? You know, that doesn't mean anything. Correlation and causation, it doesn't always cause causation. I don't even know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean, right? Catch my drift. It doesn't mean that that's really a thing. Like, just because you have one thing doesn't mean it leads to another thing. You know? And again, it's not like, I don't know. I think it's just ridiculous how we treat people. I mean, I don't know. I think that people should just, I don't know. I actually had another video where I went way better at this, and then, you know, an alarm went off and it just fucked everything up. So here you go. But, you know, it's ridiculous. Like, there's no proof. And yet, you know, they're like, no, we're just going to take away this very, you know, this very necessary thing. And for what? Because of something that's unprovable. But I'm not surprised. You have someone who clearly is not mentally fit enough to run their job. Not mentally fit enough to run the department they've been given. Because apparently, we've just, you know, the administration decided it's all joke to own the libs, you know. You know, who cares if we just bring back long dormant diseases, bring back new ones, make people real sick, fuck up the economy in the ass, you know, who gives a shit, right? As long as we own the libs. Like, what? It makes no sense. Like, I don't know. And what's next? When we get rid of vaccines, we're also gonna go like, huh, you know what? These other medications, I don't really believe in them. Schizophrenia medication, that's just a bunch of bullshit. That's probably making them worse. Let's just get rid of that too. And then what? You have a bunch of people that are now struggling with their mental health even worse than before because they don't have medication to control it. Are we gonna do that with everything? Are we just gonna like completely go back in the society to like the fucking dark ages where medicine just isn't a thing because RFK Jr. doesn't understand anything and we're just supposed to put ourselves and our bodies at risk? Like, what the fuck? You know? I don't know. I just feel like that's one of the real risks of this administration is this idea that like they're just like obsessed with this idea that this one thing that's actually been a net positive for society we just don't need anymore. Like, and it's really fucked up considering that, you know, he's already caused deaths due to measles in Somalia, right? Or not Somalia, where was it? It was an island nation. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, but it was one of the island nations. A bunch of fucking measles deaths. in children because he just went there and was just like, oh, I think it was the Samoan island. Yeah, the island of Samoa. You know, just was like, yeah, those are actually bad. And then a bunch of innocent children died. Like babies died because of measles when they could have been, you know, vaccinated and immunized from it. And for what? Because someone who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about just went and ran his fucking mouth. Like, and he's doing that again, you know? It's tiring to have people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about just run their fucking mouth and put people at risk. It's ridiculous. And it's insulting as an autistic person to have my condition just used as like a narrative for why we need to get rid of important, you know, vaccines that would actually keep people alive and keep people, you know, in a good condition. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous because there's no fucking provable link. But yeah, let's just get rid of that, you know. Like I said, what else are we going to get rid of? What other important life-saving medicine are we just going to throw in the trash because someone whose brain is not functioning correctly decided it was bad? You know? Like, we have him doing that, then we have this, like, drunk that's running the fucking, you know, Defense Department. Like, what are we doing? And again, this is all just to troll the libs. Like, oh, really? It's good to know that, like, trolling the libs involves wrecking our country and putting people in danger. And also, apparently, you know, shipping people off to fucking El Salvador. Like, what's next? What the fuck is next? I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I know this was supposed to be a joke about autists in the Twitch community and, you know, the fandom and shit. And then it just spiraled to, oh, we have this horrific administration that's doing awful shit in the name of trolling the libs and, you know. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.